Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Green Room Podcast. I'm Matthew Brune, and joining me once again is Colin Mitchell. And Colin, this week we have none other than Jason Edwards, new point guard for North Texas. Jason, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Doing great, man. Doing great. We listened to your podcast you did with our guy JD Davis, North Texas Eagle over there. He does great work. So we got a little bit of background information on you. So for our listeners who haven't checked that out, be sure to check that out. You covered your kind of your recruiting process with Ross, all that stuff, your kind of combo guard skill set and whatnot. I think I want to start off with kind of your even earlier background. Like we go back to like the high school days. Like you said, you went to D2 initially. What was all of that like for you in the high school game? Coming out of Atlanta, right, and just getting comfortable with your game.
So basically, I don't really like to use the term underdog for real. Because I never really felt like that, especially when I get on the court. I never felt like I was underdog for. I felt like I was favored to win. But my upbringing, especially high school and before college, basketball wise, wasn't what you would think it would be, especially if you were watching and you knew me. Like you would think it would be completely different than what it was. So I actually started off going to Grayson. It's like a national powerhouse now. They had
Yeah, I've heard of it.
some big people. They had some big runs, national schedule and stuff like that. But I went there for 2 years, and I grew up there in that like district. And then it just wasn't working out over there, so I ended up going to Parkview, and that's where I played my last 2 years. It's crazy because I don't feel like I should have been treated how I did at Grayson. It was like my freshman year, I averaged like 20. I averaged a lot in freshman. I played my freshman year. My sophomore year, I played JV, and like my JV team was like the best JV team of all time. Though I don't know if that's but that was the best JV team of all time. Yeah, I'm being seriously, we were the best.
Okay.
But like we were undefeated that year. We never lost. I think we lost one game. I didn't play that game, and like a lot of our players didn't play because we rolled our shorts up, and we got in trouble for rolling our shorts up. Like that's back in. Feel like coach was like, do not roll your shorts up. I rolled them up anyway. Got sat down for the next game. Like I got sat down the game before. He was like, yeah, you know what? You're not playing next game either. Next game we ended up losing like at the buzzer, but like none of us played because we all got in trouble for our shorts. But then we played them again and beat them by like 40. Like it was something nasty. But so yeah, I feel like I should have been playing varsity. The teams above me was real good though. But I feel like I could at least be like a catch and shoot something. Like I feel like I could have had a role that could, help develop me for when it was my turn. So I just felt like I wasn't used in the way I thought I was going to be used. So I ended up going to Parkview. My first year at Parkview, I averaged 22. I was the leading scorer in the county my first year. And then my senior year, I averaged 25. I was leading scorer in the county again. So, but yeah, I ended up, committing and signing to Miles before my senior season even started because like the pandemic and stuff had scared everybody, and it scared me. I knew scholarships and stuff were hard to come by, so I was like, you know what, I got to take what's on the table. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up taking it because I knew if we didn't have a senior season, like that would be a big blow because like I wouldn't be able to showcase myself. But after I started scoring like 45 and 40s and stuff, all the D1s wanted to hit me up, but I already signed, so it was over with. So that's really my in high school. So that's my high school in a nutshell, for real.
So you go to Miles. How was that season?
Okay, so that Miles team was I don't watch a lot of D2 and D1 ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm a junkie with this basketball, so I watch it all. You know what I'm saying? Miles was a historically good team because of Coach Fred. Like their defensive principle is big. You know what I'm saying? And once you have a good defensive principle in line, like your team, no matter how talented your team is, like they'll be good. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing that led me here. You know what I'm saying? Coach Ross, he anchors the defense. He's the technician of the defense, and I know like the defensive scheme is what is going to make us good every year, no matter how good our team skill wise. Like our team will be good because of the defense we play. You know what I'm saying? So that team at Miles was special though. They were special for real. But I remember like my first week on campus, that was like my welcome to college for real. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what helped me get to where I'm at right now. Because I remember that first week, like I couldn't score, I couldn't stop anybody, I couldn't even get a shot up, like because I'm a scorer, so like it was like throwing me off when I couldn't even like see the goal, like I couldn't even see myself scoring the ball. So it was tough, but it led to me like that's when I got big on film. Like I used to get in trouble in class. I'm over here like looking up my teammates, watching their previous games, seeing what they do and don't do well. So when I get in practice, I can like, you know what I'm saying, go at that. But
hold on one second.
2 weeks.
So you
Oh my bad.
So no, you're good. I was just so you were watching film on your teammates to go at them in practice?
Yeah, I had to.
I did not read it that way. I thought it was like so you could like I knew how to play with them, but now it makes more sense.
Nah,
practice is crazy.
Like you know how it is before the season starts. That's your opponent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's who I'm playing against. So, yeah, I was watching everybody's highlights, everybody on the team, especially everybody in my position. I was even watching the centers to watch where they like to help from, where they block shots good at. But I said the biggest thing was film and pace. Once I started watching the game, because I wasn't getting picked up because I couldn't score, so nobody's picking me up for their team. But on the sideline just watching, and then I see like I don't got to move 1,000 miles per hour every play. So once I started seeing the game slow down, and once the game started slowing down for me, I started like dominating. So I was cooking up in practice, and then I eventually went to coach and told him like I think I should redshirt. You know what I'm saying? Like if I take this year and develop my body and stuff, I might be ready to play at a higher level. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want me to redshirt. I mean, I was in his office for a long time. He didn't want me to redshirt, but he agreed with me. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But that Miles team, I feel like that's what. Without them, I'm not who I am today. For that's the team that lost to Kentucky by 7. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we were a really old team. I'm pretty sure our like median age of that team had to be like 24. Like that was an old team.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listening to you on JD's podcast, you already knew about Tyler Perry, you already knew about Javion, and then listen to you now. I mean, being that type of hoops junkie, because I mean, if we keep it real, in college basketball, even higher levels of basketball, there are some guys that don't watch a lot of basketball. There's some guys that don't follow the game that closely and stuff like that. Have you always just been like that? Like, hey, I'm watching the NBA, I'm watching these college games, I'm going to watch the high school games, all that stuff.
Yeah, it started off early. I was a big football player growing up. Like I'd say like Pee-wee though, Pee-wee. I stopped playing football like right when high school started. That's when I started locking in with basketball. But my brother played basketball before me because he was older than me, so he could sign up before me. You know what I'm saying? So when I couldn't play basketball, I used to always like go watch his games and stuff like that, and I just loved it. Like right off the rip, I just loved it for real. But yeah, I've always loved watching basketball. I used to, when he like played, sometimes his games would clash with my like class schedule, and I used to beg my mom to check me out of school. I could go watch the games. Like it's just, I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot to learn from it, from watching everybody, even if the level's under you. There's a lot to learn from every game, and it's just my love for the game. Like it's really. If I'm bored, I'll watch basketball. Like even if I'm not in a scouting mode or I'm not in a trying to pick plays or pick players, you know what I'm saying? I just love basketball. So when I watch it, it's just I can watch it for entertainment. I can watch it for education. It's just a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know you said Trae Young was one of the players you liked to model your game after. Do you have any other favorite players?
Oh, I mean my favorite player is Bron. You know what I'm saying? If I can model Bron.
Of course, I know you're hurting though after a couple of days ago.
4-0 sweep.
He's 40, but he's still
he also put up 40, so
40, 10, and 9 at 40 years old.
We rounding up 38 to 40.
Yeah. Hey, it's basketball 40.
But so yeah, I'd say if I was to combine two players that I see myself playing like it's Trae Young and John Morant without the, you know what I'm saying, taking off outside free throw line. just
we
like,
all got the posters of you.
Yeah,
get the posters of you up there.
Yeah, facts. We're gonna get those. But just with the downhill speed, change of direction, quick first step, and just the heart to go and try to finish off everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like John Morant sees anybody in the paint, he tries to bang on them. I see anybody, I'm trying to finish over him. So that's really, That's the connection I see.
What's
sorry,
Colin? One more. Colin.
No, you're fine.
What's your greatest highlight, and do you have it
Mm.
on video?
My greatest highlight. My greatest. Okay, I don't think I have a. Okay, if I had a greatest highlight, the one that's just on the tip of my tongue would be my game with Adverse Butler this year. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That was a heated game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So doing that, wave off the end, that was lit. I like that. And you know what I'm saying? So I like that. But I probably say the greatest highlight like of my career, like the part that I love the most is when I scored 45 on the team. I left. I played Grace in the game my senior year. I had 45 on him. So that was probably one of my greatest games. I had 64 in like AAU, but that was calm.
Hey, Bernie's an AAU coach now, so
we got ninth graders, man. We got normal ninth graders over here in Baton Rouge, right?
Normal ninth graders
over here in Louisiana. We're not dropping 64. Maybe as a team we dropping 64.
Yeah.
We're not doing that individually. No.
So you redshirted at Miles, you go to JUCO, and then you come out of JUCO, obviously with all those stats and accolades. How does it feel to follow in the steps of other JUCO players that North Texas has recruited? Obviously, you got Javion, you got Tyler Perry just off the rip, but there's, you can go down the list of all the guys that they've recruited from JUCO.
I feel like, the stars just aligned perfectly for me to make this decision. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't, as soon as it opened up, because I was already watching North Texas a lot this year because TP, I was watching them a lot because my coach was basically saying like how he saw the relationship or the relation between me and Tyler Perry in regards to just not having like a 50-inch vertical or just, you know what I'm saying, just making big shots and making the right reads, you know what I'm saying? So that's what he saw between us. And I just felt like coming to North Texas was just a no-brainer in regards to me just carrying that torch and just keeping that legacy alive. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I can make this keep this JUCO U going. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, the best JUCO guards come here, have a good chance to display their game, so and prove the world wrong. So that's really my biggest thing was I seen how Tyler Perry and Hamlet came here and, you know what I'm saying, put the world on notice that even though they went in JUCO, they were still some of the best guards in the country. So that's really what I'm just hoping to do, following their footsteps in that regard.
Did your coach already know of Tyler Perry? Are y'all in the same like conference as
Yeah, we're in the
Coffeyville?
same. Perry went to Coffeyville, and I went to Dodge City. So yeah, we're in the same conference.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was curious about. I'm curious though, because Javion was kind of like this. I don't know. Tyler was kind of like this, but it's like they were like thriving in that underdog type of role, and you were like, you kind of said, yeah, like I came from JUCO and stuff, but I don't see myself as an underdog. Is that just from the work you put in, or is it like because they came in as like nobody offered me out of high school, like all this stuff? I know your situation is different because of COVID, but that was their approach. I'm just curious as to like if you have a different approach.
Oh, definitely not. You know what I'm saying? It's like I definitely feel like I've been undervalued. You know what I'm saying? But when I say the underdog part, I kind of see that as that's in the eye of who's saying it. You know what I'm saying? I know people that I had LeBron and them 4-0 in the Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? But all the odds say they were the underdog. So I just say it's in the eye of who's saying it. Like if I'm matched up against anybody, I'm saying I'm supposed to win. It's me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But on the same hand, but on the opposite hand, that just comes with the work that I put behind it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like cockiness is when you come in and think you can beat this guy just because you just think you can beat him. You know what I'm saying? So if I say I can beat somebody that's more highly touted than me, it's just because of the work I put in, the stuff I do behind closed doors. I just know that I'm at least prepared, if not over prepared. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'd say. When I come in every game, I'm knowing that in high school, Memphis didn't want me. FAU didn't want me. Tulane didn't want me. So when I see them, like, I take every game personal. I take every matchup personal. So I'm looking at it from the same lens, but from a different category, if you know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
the chip, I got chips on both my shoulders, but it's just the underdog part. I like to word it different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The underdog's supposed to lose. I ain't supposed to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I like the way you worded that. Colin,
Yeah.
keep in mind the FAU, Memphis, and what was the
Yeah.
other team?
Tulane.
Tulane. All right, keep those games. There we go. We got them this year. AAC.
64 coming again.
64 piece. All right, we holding you to that, Jason.
With that though, is there any pressure? Because obviously, it not only has North Texas had really good JUCO guards, but they've also won a championship last 4 years. I mean, whether that's conference championship, NIT, you name it. Is there any pressure that comes with that, kind of having to follow in those footsteps of those players?
I definitely feel like it's pressure, but I feel like it's a positive pressure, if you know what I'm saying. I feel like to me was kind of similar to my junior college decision, where it was like I had a whole bunch of junior college options, but I knew that the spotlight on Dodge City was so big because of their big season they had the year before. I know that the spotlight on North Texas is so big because of the seasons prior, you know what I'm saying? So it's big to me to come in and keep it alive, but at the same time, when I play real free. So, you know, I'm not really thinking of it as pressure. I'm thinking of it as every game is a big moment and every moment is huge. You know what I'm saying? Every possession is huge. Every shot is huge. But I think when you start looking into it with pressure and stuff, that's when you can take yourself out the game. You know what I'm saying? What's big with me is I'm just a big competitor. You know what I'm saying? So that's if I played for anybody. That's just me. I'm trying to win every night, and if I don't win, I'm super unhappy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I just I think it's a lot of pressure on everybody around me, and that's what puts it on me. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the season goes on, people looking at me like, you know, you're the spark. You gotta create for us to win. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as that starts coming onto me, I take it as more as a positive than a negative. Like I love when that happens. Like this year, I started off on the bench, but then national tournament comes, everybody's looking at me like, Jason, if you don't score 20, like we're probably going to lose the game. You know what I'm saying? So I love that personally. So this pressure I'm walking into, like I know what I'm walking into for sure, and I know the importance I have on the community, the team, the school. Like I know that I'm representing a lot, so I'm ready for that, and I'm just thankful for, you know, Coach taking a chance on me and me taking a chance on him. I feel like I take that real personal for me, the fact that I kind of have his future in my hands the same way he has my future in his hands. So I just take that mutually as a sign of respect for both of us, and I take it personal. I'm gonna give it everything I got every night for real.
For sure. Well, last thing I got is so you already mentioned it kind of, but you ready to play defense?
Oh, for sure.
This man, I watched practices. So we went to North Texas till 2020, but we would go to practices, full practices when Grant and Ross first got there.
Crazy.
We just watched them. Woo, boy, those were the times. 2017, 2018 years. Man, we sound old now, but yeah. Ross and them are different animals on defense, man. It's amazing.
Yeah. I'm excited. I see they take a lot of charges. I actually if you go back and look it up, I was the leader in charges in the state my senior year, and I think I was second my junior year. But that's because I feel like once the defense is predicated towards that, it's easy to take them. So I'm kind of excited for that because it reminds me of high school for sure. But
Brune hates the Chargers, so
No, I don't hate the charge. I hate when they slide under as they're in the air. You know, and then they come down, and that's how Steph broke his wrist in 2020, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's dangerous. You gotta know how to take them. So
you gotta know how to take them. Exactly. So you got the Nuggets winning it all now, right?
No, I got the Heat.
I want the Heat. I'm a big Heat fan right now.
I think I'm hating on the Nuggets right now because they just beat the Lakers. But okay. Oh no, that's tough. That's tough. Both teams are really solid top to bottom. So I'll probably go Nuggets right now. Yeah.
All right. If you had to take who's better right now, Jokic or Embiid?
Embiid.
Okay.
Wemby's an animal. It's not normal.
I'm just asking the questions.
He's an animal. I got to be.
Who's your NBA team? Is it the Hawks?
I follow LeBron.
LeBron.
Follow LeBron.
I'm at the Pistons tomorrow. I got the Pistons cap on tomorrow.
Pistons cap.
Yeah.
What you got Pistons cap on for?
No, I'm saying if LeBron goes to the Pistons tomorrow, I'm gonna have a.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm a Pistons fan. I'm from Detroit, so hey, you know, we will rep it together. LeBron goes.
Nah, man, I'm from San Antonio. I'm a Spurs fan, so we got Wembanyama coming in.
Are you excited for Wemby?
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. Our coaches at North Texas, he trains Wemby. So Coach Dre said Wemby gonna pan out to be one of them ones.
You better, man.
Congrats,
That's what I'm here for.
Congrats.
That's what I'm here for, man. San Antonio, man. That's what we do. We win.
I think should draft Scoot though.
Oh, I love Scoot. We love Scoot.
They should.
I
think they should get Scoot. He's just so, and he's from Atlanta, so I played him a lot growing up. He's amazing. You
played against Scoot?
Yeah.
How'd those go?
We lost. But it was a shootout. It was a shootout. I think Scoot it was something nasty, like 34 to my like 31, but they beat us. But that was my first game ever with the new team, so I didn't even start. But we lost. I remember like I played him. It's crazy because I played him at different stages. Like I played him before he blew up, and like he never talked, and he was just like real quiet. But then I played him once he blew up. Like he was talking crazy. It was lit. It was fun to watch. It was fun to play against. I remember our coach was trying to say he couldn't shoot, and then he walks out and shoots like 4 threes in a row, like something crazy. Like it was wild. It was wild.
Well, we gotta have you on just to talk some NBA. We're just gonna have you on NBA sometime.
Oh man,
we're basketball guys first. Really, we just gotta cover football because a lot of people love football. So but
runs the world right now.
For sure. But all right, Jason, we'll let you go, man. We appreciate you for joining us. Best of luck this year, man. We'll be in touch. Probably have to have you on again before the season starts up.
For sure. Just let me know.
All right, Jason.
See ya.
All right, Colin and Brune.
That was awesome. Do you just want to roll right into?
Yeah, we can roll right in.
Roll right into the next one.
Let me get that graphic up.
Let me fix.
Oh, you can put it on the screen. Hey.
Okay, yeah. Do you just gotta send it to me or something?
Screen. Yeah.
Oh, I can do it on Twitter.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
I got you. I can do it. That was great, man. That was great. I want to say you could tell he knew basketball, and B is one of the most prepared players that I've ever.
Yeah, the film thing, when it completely went over my head when he goes, "Yeah, I was scouting our team," and I was like, "Oh, because he didn't play, he was trying to figure out like where he could fit in." And you brought it up, and it made way more sense. Oh no, he's trying to beat them in practice. And I was like, "True, makes sense."
Yes, that was when it hit me. That's how I was like, okay, with this guy, he's ready. All right, let me pull it up for the podcast listeners. We are bringing up our $15 game, I guess you can call it, of the North Texas offense. Colin, this caused quite a stir on social media. This was all the rage for about 24 hours. We're still getting replies right now.
As we speak.
We need Seth Luttrell's opinion on this. I should probably give him a call. Big Seth, who you got? $15. He's just taking.
I got a lot of love on mine, so I'm gonna say mine's the best.
Okay, I want to make the pitch for mine real quick.
Well, let's name them off before.
Okay. Well, we're not gonna name all of them.
Well, no, like yours.
Oh, yours and mine. Yeah. Okay, yours. Go with yours first.
All right. Correct answer. Mason, fine at QB, $5. Then you get Ayodele, running back, great, $2. You're at $7. Guyton, $5. What's that at? Can't do math. 13.
That's 12.
12. Geez. Then you got Jamori Macklin, boom, great slot guy. And then you got Caleb Chumley as a blocker. Because let's be honest, Mason's not going to throw to tight end unless it's Jason Pirtle. So we got a really good running back that can, do some DeAndre Torrey things. We got a Jalen Guyton who won's in the NFL and can do vertical threat and slot stuff. And you got Jamori Macklin, who I think is the underrated pick at $2.
I'll say this. I love Jamori Macklin at $2. Even though he hasn't produced at the level, as the other players on this list, really, even though Turner Smiley didn't produce a ton, but still, I think he had 200 yards last year on like 18 catches, 16 catches, something like that. But Macklin this year, I think, will produce at such a high rate that we're going to look back on that and be like, okay, yeah, Macklin for $2 is a steal.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. But you just can't put him over Rod Burns or Mike Law right now because he hasn't produced. So anyways, I do like that. With that being said, as much as I like your team, at the end of the day, you give me Jalen Darden, and I figure the rest out. Bottom line. So my 5 is Jason Bean, $3. Ayuade, $2. Jair Shorter, $4. Jalen Darden, $5. Caleb Chumley, $1. Tell me that receiver group of Jalen Darden and Jair Shorter is not torching everybody in the country.
I mean, you just named off the 2020 team, and they didn't do too great.
Well, that's not true.
What do you mean it's not true?
Jalen Darden.
Jalen Darden did great. Jalen Darden was great. The team did not do great.
Let's see. Let me see.
Let me get you the North Texas football reference real quick.
2019. I think it was 2019. I don't think it was, or no, 2020. You're right. It was 2020. 2020, they went forward. They had DeAndre Torrey. Yeah. Jair Shorter was hurt that year. So
okay.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
You think Jason Bean's throwing the ball that far?
And also, okay, so here's the thing. Jason Bean, at the quarterback position, you give him easy throws to Jalen Darden, which he should have been the starter over Austin Aune that year, as we know. I feel like you give Jason Bean that, and you have his legs. You have the legs of Bean in a day. You have Jair Shorter, Jalen Darden. How is that not an explosive?
Because we've already seen it, and it's not good. Whereas I've seen Mason with Guyton, and Macklin doesn't matter. And then you already have Caleb, and then you got a day who's like Torrey. That wins 8 games.
How about this? Someone said Mason, Ade, Jair, Macklin, and Kelvin. So basically dropping from Guyton to Jair and then upgrading from Caleb to Kelvin.
I don't think the upgrade from Caleb to Kelvin is great in terms of a receiving standpoint. And
I think it's a pretty big upgrade.
I think it's an upgrade in terms of the position, but I don't think that the way that, at least remembering the way Kelvin played, he wasn't in the cards a lot to catch the ball.
I think he had like 20-some catches some years. He has some decent years. The main thing and the main takeaway here is that the tight end position, as much as we think Jake Roberts and Varkey's Gums and kind of Jason Purble are okay, and they're all gonna, Roberts and Gums have gone on to high major or P5 schools. At the end of the day, the drop off from Mason to everybody else is significant, and I think the bottom two, the $1 and $2 here, Ayuade and Jamoy Macklin are probably the only two that are worth something at the bottom too. Kelvin is also, I think, slightly worth something.
Here's the one I thought about, and I might get the addition wrong, so bear with me here. But if you wanted to go full running team, I think you go like Quinn, Jeff. What's that count for me? 7. Guyton. 12. And then you go Macklin, Caleb.
We do forget Jeffrey Wilson was a game breaker.
Absolute god.
An absolute.
There's a reason he's in the NFL for as long as he's been.
An absolute game breaker. Like literally.
Yeah. And if we're not taking injuries into account,
like literally, what if you just got Bean, Jeff,
Jair, or you can do like
Bean, Jeff is 8. Bean, Jeff sounds funny. Bean and Jeff 8. Then just go Smiley, Macklin. That's 12. Purtle 3.
Kelvin's a way better blocker. You go Kelvin there every time.
Yeah, we need some sort of receiver though. All right. I think that's it. Someone said Mason, Ragsdale, Burns, Macklin, Kelvin.
Mason, Ragsdale, Burns, Macklin, Kelvin. No, see, because that team reminds me too much of the 2020 or the 2019 Mason team.
Mason, Nick, Guyton, Lawrence, Kelvin. I kind of like that one.
Nick, Guyton, Lawrence, Kelvin.
You get Guyton.
I like that team because that's basically
a 2018 team.
2018 team without Lauren Easley when he got hurt. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's good.
Mason.
All right.
Mason is the predicate. It's Mason or Jeff are going to carry the team, and you got to pick one.
That makes. I look at it as Mason or Darden carrying the team personally because we saw with
Jalen
Darden was a
Jalen Darden
best
was
receiver
great.
in the country.
Jalen Darden was great. Is great. Receivers can't carry a team to win.
He did carry a team.
How many wins did they have that year?
4-6.
4-6.
4-6, bro. They had no defense.
Exactly.
They had
4-6.
No quarterback. They had nobody.
So when you pick Darden, you give him no quarterback like he had. You give him no quarterback like he had.
Bro, he had. Think about this. He had Austin Aune and Jason Bean as quarterbacks, right?
Yep.
Nobody else on the team had more than 25 receptions, bro. He had no other receiver with him. Deontay Simpson, Austin Agumakin, Jason Pirtle are the next 3 receivers. Their running game was fine, right? DeAndre Torrey, Oscar Adway. That was fine. But at the end of the day, this was Jalen Darden willing this team to 4 wins, willing them to the win over UTEP. Remember that?
But Jair Shore doesn't catch a lot of balls anyway.
19 touchdowns.
I understand. I get it. They only won 4 times.
But I'm saying, man, you give him a capable.
The only thing you changed was Jair Shorter.
Jair Shorter. You put Jair Shorter on the team, that's another win or 2.
Jair Shorter only had 24 catches. His most in the season, 24.
Yeah, but they went for like 1,000 yards. So
I don't know what to tell you.
What'd they go for?
They went for 19.7 yards. That's crazy. But you got to get the ball to him.
You get an over-the-top threat and Shorter. You get underneath.
You got to get the ball to him. Jason Bean and Austin Aune are not getting the ball.
Bean can throw it.
Aune can throw it.
Bean can let it rip.
Let it rip. It'd be like 20 yards short.
Hey, Bean showed something at Kansas at least.
Yeah,
unlike
Kansas.
Austin Aune, who never showed
anything.
anything.
Not a Kansas Jayhawks / North Texas list.
I'm just saying, Austin Aune.
Would it make you feel better if I did like Mason, Adai, Burn? No, I guess I have to go Smiley, Darden, Caleb.
I don't think Mason, Adai, Smiley, Darden, Caleb. Yep, there it is. We did it. Yeah, we were both happy now. You got Mason, I got Darden. We have Ayoday right here. We got Turner Smiley, who we can make something work.
He was pretty good.
He was okay. He was okay.
Let's see. Real quick before we move on to because we're gonna do defense too, correct?
Yes, we're gonna do the defense.
He had he had
33,
35 for
He was fine. Yeah, it was good.
It's good enough. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that. 5 touchdowns if we're taking the 2017 season.
Okay.
Listen, Darden's getting the rest, so it doesn't matter.
All right, there we go. Yeah, we're throwing to Jalen Darden every time. And the return game, Darden.
Because we're doing returns on this 5v5 situation for sure.
Yes. Well, this is who you're starting your team with.
That's a good point. I guess it's not.
All right, let's do the defense real quick. We wanted to do this so that way y'all could hear us talk through the ideas and talk through the our thought process here as we do it. We're going to try not to keep it too long, Colin. Let's try to keep it about 8 minutes or so. So what do we have? We have
defensive line, corner, safety, middle linebacker, or just linebacker. Doesn't matter.
You want to go DT edge or DT DE linebacker
just
corner?
The same,
safety.
Yeah. DT would be same as DE, I think, in this situation. No.
Wait, but what's the 5th one then?
Oh, duh! I already had DT on.
I said DT DE linebacker, corner, and a safety.
Yes.
Unless you wanted to go 2 corners. No, that's too much. We don't have 2 corners.
We don't have 2 corners to go through.
We don't have 10 corners to put on this list. Okay, this should be pretty easy. I say that. It's going to be very difficult. All right, ready?
Yes. Let's just start with one position. Defensive tackle. Let's go.
Deon Noville.
Deon Noville.
We have
We
Rod
gotta
Brown.
Bryce English has to be some type of number,
Ooh,
probably
that's
one.
that's a good name. That's
probably
a good call.
one or two.
Let me look up this 2017 defense real quick.
I'm trying to think of who else. The
Rod
defense
Brown and Enoch Jackson are going to be
Enoch
on
Jackson was a good one.
there. Bro, you know who we're forgetting? Roderick Young. All right. We're going to go Rod Young for $4. Rod Brown for $3.
Yep. Enoch Jackson for 3, Bryce English for 1.
Enoch Jackson for 2, Bryce English for 1.
That's what I just said.
Oh, I thought you said 3.
Maybe I did.
Let me make sure I don't miss anybody because we're doing this and we're definitely look. Bottom line, we're gonna miss somebody. All right, if y'all
going through this quick, we're definitely gonna miss somebody.
We're gonna miss somebody. So we'll revise this probably. Was TJ Tualo? All right, you put Bryce English on.
Yeah, I just wanted Bryce English on there, for being honest.
I just wanted Bryce. He played 9 games, Colin.
I know, through like 6 years.
Get him off the damn list. Let's keep going here.
That's crazy.
Bro, remember Nick Harvey?
No.
Oh God. Okay. Deonoville. Just making sure we didn't miss anybody. You can start typing the linebackers if you want to start thinking about them.
Okay.
While
These should be easy. Well, not really, because you don't really know who's going to be 1, 2, 3.
KD Davis is 1.
Over EJ?
Ooh.
EJ was a monster. Shoot. Brandon Gardner?
No, he's better than Brandon Gardner. Brandon Gardner was fun.
KD. Brandon will be 3.
No, you know what the crazy part is? The edge on defensive ends, you have the Murphy twins.
That's true.
And you have this defense is stacked. How did Seth the Truck we couldn't get a defense in this team? I think we're set at defensive tackle.
We'll do. I believe Eric Jenkins linebacker. Or am I thinking of somebody else? You know who I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the name doesn't even sound the same, but I can't remember his name. What was his freaking name?
I don't know. Move on.
I'm looking.
That's all right. Just move on. All right. So linebackers, who we got right now?
Right now, I got EJ, KD, Brandon in that order.
Larry Nixon has to be on there.
Larry Nixon.
2. Who else? I feel like we're missing somebody.
Well, I guess.
Wait. Tyreek Davis.
Tyreek Davis.
Is he 1 though?
Is he better than Larry?
That's a good question. Is he better than Larry? Hold on, let me get the numbers here.
He had.
I mean, because he did bounce to nickel and back and forth a bit.
I think he is better than. Well, let me see. Actually, Larry.
I don't know, bro. He didn't end a single season with more than. Oh, that's not true. He had 79 tackles, 71 tackles. I'd probably put Tyreek over Larry, I think.
I would as well.
Okay.
All right. And then, so that's linebacker. Defensive end, we can do.
Bro, we also have Ladarius Hamilton at defensive end.
Ladarius is 1.
Okay, Ladarius 1. Which then one of the Murphys is 2.
We also have Andy Flushy.
Just get out of here.
He's got to be on the list at like.
Okay, he's on the list, but
that's all. I'm just mentioning him. Okay, chill. Okay. We got Joshua Wheeler.
Josh Wheeler. Good Lord.
Gabriel
Murphy, I think is 4.
Okay.
Let me double check Grayson's stats before I move on. Ooh, yeah, Grayson. Their stats are close. 14.5, 8.5. No, put Grayson at 4. Put Gabriel at 3. Okay. And then defensive ends.
I already just named them off. Joshua Wheeler, Andy Flushy.
You're missing recent players. Mason Richards had 7.5 sacks this past year.
I'm just trying to keep the 2-1s, okay?
Mason Richards at 2. Whoever the heck you want. Andy Flucci at 1.
No, Joshua Wheeler was better than Andy Flucci.
Oh, he was?
I think. Let me see. 18, 26. It's a toss-up.
Josh Wheeler had 9 total sacks for his career.
Andy Flucci had 1.5 according to this. Make sure that I'm on the right.
4.5. 4.5 for his career.
Why is this not showing me correct?
It's probably showing you the last year.
Oh, that's definitely what it probably is then.
Yeah. All right, put Wheeler at 1.
Okay. Corner. I think this one's pretty straightforward because we have a lot of them.
It?
I mean, just where you can name off names. You got like Nate Brooks.
Okay.
You got Keemon Hall.
Keemon Hall, yeah.
Oh, it just autocorrected to Lemon. Well, maybe it's not so straightforward.
Keemon Hall and Nate Brooks are the top 2.
We throwing Ashton Preston in there?
No, Colin. Get
Kyle
off of these old teams. Let's see.
We got what's his name? The freshman that left for Western.
No, we're not putting Upton Stout on here. Jesus.
Stout Island.
Shut up. Let's see who else. Oh, Cameron Johnson. Cameron Johnson.
You want to know why it's messed up? It's because I accidentally clicked just 2017, so that's why I was freaking out.
Bro, get Cameron Johnson on this list.
Cam Johnson, that's a good one. I was wondering why I wasn't seeing any new players. It made no sense to my brain.
I was like, Cam Johnson was cold. Went to UCLA. All right, that's 3. Right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other ones.
Quinn Whitlock?
He was there long enough. He should be on there.
Or Deshaun Gaddy?
Deshaun Gaddy kind of played safety.
Yeah, do we put Deshaun Gaddy at corner or safety?
We're going to need a safety, so maybe. Maybe not. Actually, did Taylor Robinson play corner?
No, he played safety. Okay. Hold on, let's see if we can find another. Well, if Deshaun Gaddy's a corner, we have to put him decently high.
3.
And where's Cam Johnson?
2.
Damn. We're gonna have to revise this. Well, I'll look into it.
Oh, we're still running. We got safety now.
John Davis might be the one.
John Davis.
Oh no! Wait! Time out! Everyone's yelling at us right now, Colin. We forgot someone.
Who?
Rich Tejada.
Oh. All right, we put
Tejada, bro. I saw a list that had Rich Tejada as the 24th best corner in the country.
I'm gonna put him at 3.
Bro, he's got to be higher.
Keemon Hall and Nate Brooks went to the NFL.
Bro, it's not about the NFL, Colin. It's not about the NFL.
I guess Nate. We might be overvaluing Nate. Let's move Nate to 3 because he had that awful season after he had a good season, and then we'll move Rich Tejada to 4, Keemon Hall to 5.
Bro, I think did Rich Tejada not just make like first team all conference?
I don't know.
Yeah, bro. Put Rich Tejada up there. First team all conference, bro. I don't think either. Actually, one of them probably did. 2017. Mason Fine. Cool.
No, we got to put Keemon Hall at 1.
Why?
Keemon Hall in his senior season had 5 interceptions. Or 5, I guess. This is like I'm gonna name off the stats for Keemon Hall. 39 tackles, or 39 solo tackles, 48 total tackles, 5 interceptions.
Keemon Hall was also first team all conference.
2 touchdowns.
Okay, so Keemon Hall 5,
Rich Tejada 4, Nate Brooks 3,
Cam Johnson 2.
No Deshaun Gaddy. We'll put him as safety.
Yeah, we're gonna put Deshaun Gaddy. I can't drop Cam Johnson to a 1, dude. That's crazy.
Okay.
And then goes play at UCLA and be a beast. No. One John Davis. Let me double check that. I think that sounds right.
Or Quinn Whitlock.
Or Quinn Whitlock. Ooh. Put Quinn.
Okay. Let's go
John Davis was
safety.
out.
Safety, Keyshawn McClain.
Deshaun Gaddy.
Deshaun Gaddy.
Kyrie Muhammad.
Kyrie Muhammad. We could put T-Rob. I'm just putting name down. No.
He had 90 tackles last year.
Keelan Crosby.
Keelan Crosby. Oh, brother. Mikhail Sanders.
But he played like a weird, like also nickel.
Nickel.
He played nickel most of the time.
Nickel counts.
Nickel counts as a safety.
Yeah. It counts.
Then we should put Quinn Whitlock as safety because he played nickel all the time.
Let's see. Mikhail Sanders had some good stats. Mikhail Sanders has to be on this list.
Mikhail Sanders played basically like linebacker.
He played 5 years. Had 4 picks. 8 pass breakups. 172 tackles.
All right, let's just start with who's the best. First.
That's the tough part. Deshaun Gaddy or Keyshawn McClain.
You think
because
Deshaun
if you look at the counting stats, I'm pretty sure you would say Keyshawn McClain.
Are we saying that he was better than Kyrie Muhammad?
Yes.
I thought Kyrie
Muhammad is a very, very comfortable 3 in this discussion.
Let's take a look.
Bro, yes, dude, those defenses were not good.
They weren't good, but EJG was on those bad defenses too.
That's not true. He was a part of like one good defense, and then he left. And remember, once Gardner and Najee left, they had to replace them with the Davis boys. Remember, we had the whole graphic and everything, the Davis boys. It was the bad boys graphic, but with the Davis boys.
Yeah.
Anyways, then it went to hell. This is tough because I'm pretty sure Keyshawn McClain led the team in tackles like back-to-back years.
All right, how much do you value interception?
Bro, put Keyshawn McClain up there.
I know he's good. I don't know why you would even try to say he's not 5.
Because dude, he was on he had 110 tackles on the 1-11 team.
Okay, that 111 team wasn't because of Keyshawn McClain.
I'm just telling you. All right. Put Keyshawn McClain 5 then. We're gonna get some pushback on that.
Why? Who would you put above him?
Deshaun Gaddy.
No.
Okay. Deshaun Gaddy 4. Kyrie Muhammad 3. Mikhail Sanders 2. I don't know who to put at 1.
I don't think you can put Deshaun Gaddy above Kyrie Muhammad.
Okay, I didn't say to do it. I said put him at 4.
No. You not just hear what I said? Deshaun Gaddy above Kyrie Muhammad.
Oh, Kyrie Muhammad?
Kyrie Muhammad in his senior season had 68 tackles and a pick and a half sack. All Deshaun Gaddy had was 61 tackles.
But Deshaun Gaddy played corner for the first couple years and then moved to safety. Deshaun Gaddy is playing at Ole Miss.
Fair enough.
Deshaun Gaddy, Kyrie Muhammad could not have played at it.
Could not have played. That's fair enough.
Maybe that's not fair because obviously Deshaun Gaddy is more physically imposing, like he's a bigger guy, so it's easier to move.
It's a good point.
All right. Who are we missing?
All right, so Keyshawn, Deshaun, Kyrie Muhammad. We got T-Rob, Keelan Crosby, and Mikhail Sanders. Is the ones
I already said Mikhail Sanders too. To me,
he didn't play safety. Really.
Bro, he played safety enough. He wasn't playing corner.
He played nickel most of the time.
It was nickel.
Look
at his numbers though.
Because he played nickel.
Okay. We just excluding nickels from this conversation?
No, we already put one. Quinn Whitlock. You want to move him up to corner somewhere?
Quinn also played corner though.
All
right, hold on.
We're just leaving out tweener positions. We need to have like a hawk. What they call it?
Yeah, the hawk. They call it Coach Reffitt calls it hawk.
Yeah.
I mean, we could put T-Rob in there at 1. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Yeah. I mean, if you want to put T-Rob 2 and Mikhail 1, I'm cool with that too. Actually,
No,
I'm just saying.
Kyle's probably a better player.
As much as I like T-Rob,
I think T-Rob is better value at 2 than Mikhail.
as much as I like him, and I love T-Rob. T-Rob was great. There were some pretty bad defenses.
They definitely were
in 2018 and 2019 with him and Kyrie at the back end.
So that's it, right? That's everything.
Yes.
1, 2,
who are
3,
who
4,
are defense
5.
bends?
Ladarius Grayson, Gabe Mazon, and Joshua Wheeler.
Sounds right. Okay.
All right. Let's quickly do this.
We're just gonna do it right now.
Yeah, we're just doing it right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
I don't even have a visual for this. You're staring at it.
I got it. Oh, you want here? I'll send you the visual.
You can't share your screen.
It's on my laptop.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So I'm gonna go start with linebacker because I feel like that's the most important position. Maybe we'll see here. I'm gonna go EJ on that.
No, you can't go EJ.
Watch me go EJ real quick,
bro. That's the deepest group. How do you?
That's a good point. That is a good point.
I'm trying to figure out a way to share this with our audience here. Let me copy and paste it into a doc.
Okay. Let's see here. I'll go. Three plus 4 is 7.
Okay, no, this is just everywhere. I can't. Can I do this?
Oh,
here it is. Okay, I figured it out.
Man,
I mean, you should have it because I'm scrambling trying to get all this in order here.
It's just hard to figure out who to leave off.
All right, this is not going to come across easy for the readers at all, but whatever. I don't know why this was so difficult.
This
is tough. Yeah, whatever. This isn't working. All right, hurry up. Let's do it.
I think there's no value in getting somebody at a 5.
You can go with just 3 across the board. No, I'm going to go. Safety, I want Deshaun Gaddy in the back. I want Cam Johnson at corner. Puts me at 6. I want Gabe Murphy off the edge. That's 9. And I want...
Oh, I got it.
I want Dion Noville. No, I can't do that. No, yes, I can. I can go Dion Noville and Larry Nixon. Boom.
Here we go. This is the right lineup. Rod Brown, defensive tackle. Mazon Richards, a defensive end. Keemon Hall at corner. Deshaun Gaddy at safety. Linebacker is Larry Nixon.
Did we just have we almost had the same list? Who was your end?
Mazon Richards.
Okay. So we're close. I think we had 3 of the same, right? You had Nixon, Gaddy, and oh no, we only had 2 of the same.
Yeah.
So I had Noville, Nixon, Cam, Gaddy, Gabe. 6, 8. Yep, that's it. I like mine. All right. Cool. Sorry we couldn't share that with y'all. Visual.
Sorry, they heard the debate. They were here for the debate.
Well, by the time this is uploaded, we will have posted the actual one on YouTube. So,
true.
There you go. Check us out there. Or on Twitter. Sorry. Did I say YouTube? Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter right there. Green Room UNT. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Hope y'all enjoyed the interview. Thank you to James for coming on and talking to us. Always good to catch up with the new faces of the Mean Green. So we will be back next week. We'll see who we get on, either as a guest, might do a Q&A. Colin said might maybe do a mailbag podcast, so that would be kind of fun. But yeah, let us know what you think. Interact with us, reply on here, reply on Twitter, all that stuff. We thank y'all for joining us, and we will talk to y'all later.